So last but not least, in our Future of Retail Tech section, we will have Nyrus pitching. Anna is joining us, and Nyrus has really scaled over the last years. The visual search does not only help consumers to find the right goods, but can also help industry players to, for instance, find the right spare parts. Their solution has outperformed multiple competitors in recent competitions, and I'm now very happy to announce Anna, who's a true power woman, and give the stage to her to tell you more about Nyrus. Anna, please unmute yourself.
Yes, hi, Carol. Nice to meet you. Yeah, right. I would like to share my screen so that you can see what I'm talking around. And then let's start. Yeah, thanks for the introduction, Cara. So yeah, Nyrus is a visual search platform. We say we give search the power of sight. Why is that important? Because what we see is that our world is especially visual. It's not really text-based, and text-based search, text-based retrieval of information is very much friction-based. So we lose a lot of time during the daily processes because we need to translate what we see into a text. And to make it more specific, just two very special pictures or very common pictures. And let's think about what kind of keyword would you choose to search for it. And with the lamp on the right, you would even recognize, okay, it must be kind of a lamp, but it would be quite hard to find exactly that one. With a spare part like that, if you don't know what is it exactly and you don't know the serial number, it's quite impossible to find it. So that's where we help with our visual search engine. Sorry. Okay, so that's where we help with Nyrus Visual Search Engine, and we make this communication between machines and humans more natural and more efficient. So what's our product? We provide the visual search as software as a service to any business out there. And what you see in a picture is a technician of Trumpf. Trumpf is the world leader in cutting and welding laser machines, and they have our tech integrated into the Easy Order app. And so they customers and they technicians can snap spare parts they want to replace, and we recognize what kind of spare parts is this in this picture and then match it with what we do have in a database of Trumpf. Let's have a look at a small video where we basically show you the speed that we match. So it's we have like a server time of 500 milliseconds, so it's half a second. And then if you add like 300 millisecond network time, you have the results in less than a second that you place. So it's very easy to integrate, it's very easy to run, and it basically works for every product out there. It can be fashion, it can be jewelry, it can be whatever. How does it work to set it up? So first of all, we need to upload your database, and we upload with 100 pictures per second. So it's really fast. For example, IBM does 3 pictures per second. Google, if they need to upload data from B2B businesses, do like 8. So we really optimized our service to scale up. And after we uploaded your database, we provide you with an API code that you can integrate in whatever website, app or messenger, and start testing and start using visual search. And on standard, we are ready same day. So even if you send us an index of 3 million data, we always try to make it possible in the same day. So what's special about Nyrus? We very often recognize that a lot of our customers, especially the industrial customers, they don't have pictures of the parts. They only have CAD models, but those are most of the time not rendered. And so they lack the optical visual information of these spare parts. So therefore we invented a process where we develop or where we generate synthetic data that look pretty much like this one here. That's a fully synthetically generated picture of our spare part. And using that, we can very fast and easy set up an index of even 3 million spare parts without the need of picture them. We are integrated in more than 50 countries already, 54 as of today, and work for a lot of different brands and companies around the world. Most of them European companies, and like half is from the retail space and half from the industry space. We are very proud to have won several RFPs already. One of the last one was at IKEA, where we've been tested versus 20 other techs in the space, and we were happy winner. And one other case study I wanted to share with you, that's the Schindler case study, where the issue is not around finding a spare part to order it, but just finding or identifying a spare part to get more information about it. And that's quite a cool use case where we generate quite a significant ROI as well. So who do we outperform in these RFPs when we get tested? A lot of different companies, the big players in the market like Google Lens or Bing or Salesforce or IBM Watson, and also the smaller startups like Site. And we consider Alibaba to be our strongest competitor. So that's for us. Nyrus is now 29 headcount, big, and we are very diverse, very professional team, and yeah, happy to get in touch with you.
Thank you so much, Anna. We also have the first questions coming in. I want to remind everyone again to please use Slido for your questions. I have my iPad here, so I can only see the questions on Slido. So please put your questions there. You can find the QR code again in the brochure or the link here in the chat. So please put them there. So Anna, first question for you is, will visual search replace a traditional search engine or rather become an add-on?
I think that the visual search will not replace the text search, because sometimes you just lack the picture, so you don't have the product to snap it, so you need to put in a text. But we guess that the majority of the information will be in the future will be retrieved by visual way of communication and not by text, so that the transfer will be a minority of how information will be retrieved.
I mean, I also see it in my personal behavior. Visual search is so much more convenient than just typing in a text. So definitely agree on that end. Next question is, when did the idea come to your mind, and how have you handled the huge search engine competition?
Yeah, so we had at the beginning, our aim was to develop a fast checkout. So we didn't have the aim to develop a visual search. Our aim was to develop a 20 seconds checkout, where you identify a product and are able to check it out in 20 seconds. And we couldn't manage with text search. Yeah, this was the biggest bottleneck, and it had to be minimum a minute if you use text search. So we said, okay, we need to find another way of searching. And then we came up with visual search and started to look for suppliers, couldn't find any who scales up like that. So we decided to do it by ourselves. And as we focus fully on B2B, the bigger players are not really our competition. The only one who is really huge in B2B as well and trying to attack the market is Alibaba, like the Google ones, where everybody is thinking about Google. If you think about search engine, they don't really care about the B2B market. And even in text search, not them are the market leaders, but Algolia, a French company who used to be a startup some years ago as well. They are the market leader in B2B text search. So we are quite convinced that there is a possibility to follow the Algolia path in visual search as well.
I'm really looking forward to joining on that journey. The next question is, what's the business model and pricing?
Yeah, we sell licenses to use our engine, and the licenses are very much dependent on how big your index is, so how much data we need to search through and how many requests are coming in. The first one is more important than the second one, so we really want to make our customers be able to scale up without paying a lot of money to us. And the business model starts for small companies at 720 euros per month, and for big, huge enterprises at 4,950 per month. And we have a special for startups. If there are some students out there who would like to set up a business based on that, there we start with 199 euros per month.
And we definitely do have some students in the audience, also entrepreneurship students. So feel free to reach out to Anna if you want to start a business in that space. So Anna, the next one is a big question. So how do you imagine search in 10 years?
I think it will be very much a combination of a lot of input choices. Yeah, and I think we need to adapt to how customers and users, technicians, service technicians, everybody out there, how their processes are, and what's the stuff they wear. Yeah, so can we really request from them to type, yeah, to put their gloves off and type. Yeah, so I think there will be a lot of different choices, and depending on how fast technologies develop, especially the computer vision and the voice recognition, it will be either the one or the other. Or the best would be if you just could talk and everybody understands, but the voice recognition and the transfer of what you see to what you to how you can describe it, it's very, very challenging still.
And no, I mean, I totally agree. And I think that's an amazing kind of end for your pitch. Thank you so much for the insights. And definitely we'll share your contact details for some more follow-up conversations. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Bye.